Asteroid impact warning. A direct impact on Earth will wipe out a third of the life on Earth. This is a shocking claim. I've recently made videos concerning what historians and scientists have researched on concerning past cataclysms on Earth, and also having to do with asteroid impacts, Earth impacts, being part of God's judgment on man. Now, this is a new warning, the asteroid impact. The worrying doomsday claim purports vast swaths of humanity will perish in hellfire when an asteroid and comet slam into the Earth. Yesterday, I just posted videos concerning how the atmosphere boiled when we had the asteroid impact in the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. That was a huge devastation. A worldwide tsunami was caused by that, and they have found underground rings showing the geological deformation of the area. They claim that the rock from the impact turned to liquid from the heat of the impact. It was just unbelievably strong, obviously a devastating destruction on Earth. So the worrying doomsday claims purport that humanity will perish in this type of a hellfire from the asteroid and comet slamming into the Earth. Pastor Paul Begley from West Lafayette, Indiana, has not specified a date, but instead warned evidence of the cosmic cataclysm has been hidden in plain sight for centuries. Reading the Holy Scripture from the prophetic book of Revelation, the final book of the Bible, Begley said Earth will face two deep impacts. The first asteroid strike will obliterate a third of all marine life in the seas and oceans, sinking boats and ships to the dark depths. And then, after a giant tsunami tidal wave washes over the globe, a bright star or comet will also crash into the Earth with fire and radiation. The preacher said in an impassioned online sermon, waters will be poisoned, many men will die because of the poisoned waters. These are the events that are coming upon this planet, and you cannot stop it, but it is not just that. Quote, even in Revelation 8, you go to verse 12, and you see that 4 angels sounded, and a third part of the sun was smitten, the third part of the moon, the third part of the stars, as a third part of them were darkened. Quote, something blocks their vision, our ability to see a third of the sun, the moon, the stars. What is it? And as that happens, there will be chaos in the land, end quote. Now, according to Pastor Begley's dire interpretation of biblical scripture, the end of the world was assured by the book of Revelation. Revelation 6:12-14 reads, I watched as he opened the 6th seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hair. The whole moon turned blood red, and the stars in the sky fell to earth, as figs drop from a fig tree when shaken by a strong wind. Quote, the heavens receded like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place, end quote. Pastor Begley also said wars will ravage on earth in the end days as rumors of a false Christ and false prophet arise. And when kingdoms rise against kingdoms, famines and plagues and pestilence will further the suffering of mankind. The preacher said, folks, tonight I'm telling you, I have to preach to you, he says. Quote, there's 4 rivers turning blood red in 10 days. There's a super blood moon that's going to go over Washington in the 70th year of Israel as a nation. The connection between Jerusalem and Washington could not be any stronger. It's like the prophetic signs are in the heavens, end quote. Now, despite these cataclysmic prophecies of doom, the world's leading scientists and astronomers do not foresee any immediate threat from any asteroid or comet tracked from Earth. U.S. Space Agency NASA estimates there's a less than a 0.01% chance of a killer space rock striking the planet in the next 100 years. Well, we have Bennu, that the asteroid Bennu is supposed to be threatening to Earth, and that will be approaching us, I think, in about 20 years. Now, Paul Chodas, manager of NASA's Near-Earth Object Office, said, quote, "Again, there is no existing evidence that an asteroid or any other celestial object is on a trajectory that will impact Earth. In fact, not a single one of the known objects that has a credible chance of hitting our planet over the next century," end quote. This is on Science Global News. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.